Hey VC, it's been just a couple weeks since I made a video. Um, I have been out a couple times, so I thought even though I don't have a ton of stuff, I thought I would just make a quick video. Well, hopefully quick. So a couple weeks ago, I went up to a small college town record store that has the best deals that I've been able to find since I have relocated. Um, what I've been doing there, because I've been there probably 5 or 6 times now, is I look at the jazz stuff and I figure out what jazz stuff I'm going to get, and then I figure out one other thing that I'm going to get that's not jazz. So like one week I got a Talking Heads, I think. Another week I got a Ramones. Another week I got a Tom Petty, I think. And then this weekend I also picked up this Tom Petty. Let me up. I've had enough. Sorry, low tech. I needed to scoot a little. Not one of the greatest Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers records, but one I didn't have. So it was $20, which isn't a bad price. It'd be 20. It'd be more in another store. So again, this record store just has a little bit lower prices than any of the other record stores I've seen around here. So also the staff is really nice. So I enjoy making the trip up there. It's not that far away. So anyway, so I picked this up. It's the last thing I looked at because I went to jazz stuff first, and this is actually the first thing I picked up. This Ahmad Jamal. It was $4.50. What's the Argo? I can't see the Argo label in my head. Oh, and here it is upside down because I'm low tech. Come one take, Charlie. I don't really plan stuff out very well. I just put things together and then I sit down and I make a video. Anyway, I was not familiar with this album. But I do have, I think, just one other Ahmad Jamal in my collection. So I figured for $4.50 it would be something to add. And it's really good. It is, I did run it through the spin clean, but it does have still a couple of cracks and pops here and there. But other than that, it plays really well. So for $4.50 I figured I couldn't go wrong. Then this Freddie Hubbard, this is a compilation, and it was $4. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to grab this because look at that, Herbie Hancock, right? This has one or two songs from the Red Clay album, which I do not have that album. Also, this is a CTI. This, amongst jazz collectors, we've all gotten a little more excited about the CTI titles. So it's a compilation, but I figured I would just grab it because it was $4 and it's yet another Herbie Hancock as a sideman to add to my collection. I have not listened to this yet. There are a number, I think of the things I've bought in the last couple weeks, I've listened to like a little more than half, but I still have a ways to go. So, yeah, it's a compilation, and it probably won't be as cohesive, but I just figured I'd grab it. Then, speaking of Freddie Hubbard, they had this one, and again, this was new to the store. So I put, if you can see this, if you're interested in seeing that, I just looked up the year to see when it came out. So this came out in 2021, which is like 4 years ago, but this was new to the store. So yeah, I mean, they don't seem to get like brand new things, like brand new Blue Notes, brand new Tone Poets, but they do get new stuff, newish, new to the store stuff in all the time. And the prices on it is good. So that's why I keep going there and doing this. This also has Wayne Shorter, which is one of the reasons I grabbed it, because another Wayne Shorter as a sideman. I collect both of those guys. I've not listened to this one yet. I'm going to make sure that happens today. Then Grant Green. also Herbie Hancock. But and it's a tone poet. But the thing that drew me to it immediately was that it was $18, right? $18 for a brand new tone poet, brand new to the store because it came out in 2022. Yeah, so like I said, they don't get brand new stuff, brand new tone poets, like 2025 tone poets. They don't have any in the store, but these older ones, 2, 3, 4 years older, show up all the time, brand new, sealed. Do they just search for discounted Blue Notes, and then that's what they buy? And they've started doing that a lot more because I keep going up there and buying their stock. I don't know. And I should probably ask the guy that's there every time I go. Just works there part-time. He's not like the owner or anything like that, and I think he doesn't really even see the owner very often. But yeah, I should still try and figure this out a little bit more. Looks like my little Post-it flipped upside down. I just put these on here for my own interest, so I could see when they were released. So this is Stanley Turrentine, Tone Poet. It was $25. That is the price of the Tone Poets at that discount store that I used to shop at all the time. I've not listened to this one either, so I'll try and take care of that today. Then the last tone poet I got was this one, Bird in Flight. Hank Mobley is on this as a sideman. I also collect Hank Mobley these days. I have listened to this. It was amazing. Yeah, so the 2021, 4-5 years ago, but it was brand new to the store. So happy to buy these. Always happy to buy them. So keep up the good work. A little store in a little college town. Then this weekend I went up to another little town that has a pretty cool record store. I haven't been there in. It's where I went for record store day on Black Friday. So it is a cool little store, but it is I won't even say a little bit more expensive. It is pretty expensive, just sort of in general. But this is the first thing I saw there. It's Kenny Burrell, God Bless the Child, again on CTI. It was $15. It does say it's a first press. Not that really means all that much to me. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if this was at the other store, it would have been like, $8 or something like that. But I did decide to grab it. Again, CTI label. And then I'll just move on because already I'm talking a lot. I grabbed this weather report because it has Wayne Shorter on it, and it's a weather report that I didn't have. It was really well priced. It was $6.95. Have not listened to it yet. Oops, what's the label? I don't think it's anything exciting. Oh, it's the Columbia label. And then I grabbed this one. This is J.J. Johnson. I have been wanting to get some J.J. Johnson for a while because I like the trombone a lot. There's not a whole lot of trombones in jazz music. But I like deep sounds, so I like the trombone. I like the what is it called? The euphonium, the tuba, basically the tuba type of instrument, and I like the bass. Those are like my three favorite sort of sounds. Just because they're deep, I like deep sounds. So I'd been wanting to get something of his for a long time. I have a few things where he's a sideman, but nothing when he as a frontman. So they actually had a number of different things to choose from, many of them pretty beat up. So I went ahead and grabbed this one. It was $16.95, which maybe I paid up a little bit for. The cover, I'm going to go with, VG, and probably even a step down from VG. but the record looked nice and clean, and it's a Columbia 6i. I did look all the way through everything, including on, the run out groove and everything. I can't figure out if this is a mono or a stereo. It just doesn't say anywhere, and I couldn't figure out anything on Discogs. But even though the cover is a bit worn, the vinyl played really well, and it's really good, and I'm excited to have it for sure, because I really like the trombone as an instrument, and then jazz so much is saxophone, and it's for someone who likes deep sounds. I always enjoy that bass solo, right? But everything is just so much like saxophone or trumpet based, and they love to hit those high notes. And I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying, for my ears feel very comforted when I hear deep sounds. So this is why I was trying to find some of his stuff. So hopefully I will continue to find more and more of his stuff. Then I picked up this. This is Molly Tuttle. She's a bluegrass musician, and she is awesome. This is, like her third album, maybe? I think she has 4 now. I'm probably off on that. But I had wanted to get this for a while. It was $29.95. It was brand new. And it has the cool hype sticker. I knew a couple of the songs on this already. It's not real exciting, but I'm trying to show the label because her most recent album, I'll show this little booklet in a second, is this one, Molly Tuttle Golden Highway. This album is just amazing. And it's on this great turquoise vinyl to begin with, but then the font is the same. Sorry, low tech. Here we go. Moving around. So the font is the same, which I think is interesting. Then this record has a cool booklet with some really nice photographs in it as well. I tend not to show booklets, but I just thought this was so nice with these beautiful photos. And if you are not familiar with Molly Tuttle, I really highly recommend that you look her up. Especially, I became familiar with this album, and I was excited when I bought it a year and a half ago maybe. And I kept an eye out for stuff of hers and didn't really see much, but this little town that I went to had all of her stuff, so I think I'll probably be picking up more stuff there as I go in as well. She's a bluegrass musician, composer, singer, and she can just pick the shit out of the guitar. So please, if you're not familiar with her, please look her up. Then the last thing I bought was this. Probably saying, oh, why didn't you have this already? And I'd been saying that to myself for a while. I actually went up to this store because they had the Hank Mobley Town Poet that just came out, but he said they only got one copy, and someone beat me to it. So I was like, well, I'm going to pick up some kind of Blue Note as well while I'm here. And this is the one that I saw and was like, okay, it's finally time for me to own this. There's no reason for me not to own this. It was a little expensive. Like I said, this store is a little more expensive than just like regular stores, and I'm not exactly sure why, other than it's kind of in an area where there's a lot of little boutique stores. But they do have a good selection, and they are probably like the best overall store in the area. So while things are a little more expensive sometimes, if you're trying to find something in particular, this is the place to go. So anyway, I have listened to this finally, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. And it also has Joe Henderson on it. I haven't begun trying to get all Joe Henderson. He isn't quite on my collecting list, but certainly if I see a Joe Henderson as a frontman that has a good price on it, I'm definitely going to get it because I like him a lot. I think he's pretty amazing. So anyway, what you should do is you should go out and pick up this album because it is amazing. I bought this, like I said, probably more than a year ago now, but I still play it all the time. I can't even begin to tell you how good this is. If you can get it on this turquoise vinyl, please do. Then hopefully you'll be hooked on her and her band, and you'll go out looking for her other records as well. So that's it. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to go out shopping again. Things are a little hectic in my life right now, so however, I probably will be like, oh, I need a treat, and then all of a sudden I'm spending $100 at a record store. So anyway, I guess that's it. All right, peace out, vinyl community. Ciao.